So it's been a while since I made any videos, and obviously I need to get back into it. And I've taken a bit of time off to think about, what I want to do and sort of assess the direction I'm going. And actually this is something that's super important. Yeah, I think it's, I've been a lot of people, basically, every year, let's say, or maybe every birthday, they would have a look at where they're taking their lives, and they'll say, I've done good, or I've done bad, or whatever it is that they think they've done. But I think waiting a year to review that progress is really bad, because in the space of that 1 year, like, you could be going horrendously wrong and just wasting so much time. And I think we see this play out all the time when people go, oh my God, I can't believe I'm X age and haven't done the things I want to do. And I think part of the reason of that is because they're not actually regularly, on a regular interval, like just having a look at their life and asking themselves, am I actually living the life I want to live? Or at the very least, am I working in that direction? For example, sometimes you do have to take, let's say, a job that you may not want to do, but you know it's only going to be for 6 months or a year, and that's going to give you another opportunity. And that's fine if that's the case, but you should also sort of take into mind that these things don't always pan out, because I was trying to get a remote job for ages. And I remember moving into clinical trials, and I had this whole plan. I was going to move to this pharma company, and I was going to get this remote job because I was seeing the remote jobs advertised, and it just didn't work out that way. So I think you have to pan out where you want to go, what you want to do, but also you have to take into account that it's never ever going to go exactly according to your plan. So you have to even account for additional time to sort of correct course. And obviously I did eventually get a remote job sort of in the area that I was looking for, but years. It took me 3-4 years before I got that position, not the 2 years I counted for. But there was COVID, obviously, so that would put a spanner in the works as well, something to think about. And also the other advantage of basically sort of reviewing where your life is every 3 months, setting your goals for every 3 months, as opposed to actually this idea, maybe I should go back to that, this idea of reviewing your goals and setting your goals and your plans and reviewing your life isn't something I came up with. Actually, there's a book called 12-week, I think it's called 12-week year. I can't remember the author, but I read it a while ago. It's always stuck with me. And essentially it is this idea of, rather than setting your goals for every year, you set your goals for every 3 months. And obviously every 3 months you can sort of check back in and be like, right, am I on the right path, or am I not on the right path? Or do I want to change direction? And I think it just gives you so much more opportunity, I would say. It gives you so much more opportunity to sort of correct your course. And it also really gives you the opportunity to ask yourself sort of those difficult questions that most people don't even ask themselves, It's very easy, what I've realized, it's very easy, and I've seen it happen to so many people that I know, where, they take a job like, oh, it's only temporary, You must have heard this one before, where people take a job and they go, oh, well, it's not really what I want to do, but I'll take it temporarily, just for a little bit, and then I'll do what I want to do. And then, 5-10 years later, they're in that same job. They might progress, they might have got promoted within that thing, but it's not actually what they wanted to do. But now they've lost 10 years, Anything that you want to do is going to take you time to get good at it, or to even figure out what it is you want to do. And if you end up just not taking the time to just think about, okay, is this actually what I want to do? It's very easy to get complacent, and just keep turning the wheels, as it were. I don't want to do this job, but it pays the bills. I've got an okay car, I've got an okay house, whatever it is. And you just become complacent, and you end up wasting your entire life in mediocrity, as opposed to something that you really want. And this whole materialism thing, that's something else I can get into, but probably in a separate video. But the bottom line of that one, I guess, is like, it's more like, why are we doing the things that we do? Like, is it for you, for other people, or is it just so you can feel successful? It's a bit of a strange one. But there's definitely a lot of people just wasting their lives, and it was me for a long time as well. Where I was doing pharmacy, wasn't particularly happy with it, but it paid me well, it got me the things I wanted, and but yeah, I say it got me the things I wanted, it got me the material things I wanted, but I was never really like enthused about it. Although I got to say, at the beginning, the first 3 years actually weren't so bad, because it was new, it was novel, I was having fun doing it. But then after that time is when I realised, like, oh hey, I don't see myself doing this for 50 years. And then sort of the walls started crumbling, which I think is fine also, because I don't think you have to do the same thing forever. Whereas my approach now is like, is this giving me the lifestyle I want? A lot of people talk about their dream job. Oh, my dream job is this. Well, why is that your dream job? Isn't the whole point of work to live? So first you should design your life, and then try and find a job which sort of fit into that life. Whereas what we normally do is we pick a job, and then we settle for the lifestyle that whatever that provides, And I've just become too aware of time and how limited it is, that I really don't want to waste it on some bullshit. Essentially, a lot of us waste our time playing status game. You can't not play the game. That's it's baked into, but how much you play it is very much dependent on you. And we could talk about the status games in another video. This one is actually, I'm not even too sure what this video is going to be about. I'm just rambling because I haven't made a video in a long time. So I want to sort of just get out, record something, and just sort of get into that mood again. Anyway, I think we've sort of gone off point here. The point I'm trying to make is it's very important to be aware of time. The fact that time is slipping you by every moment that you're not doing the thing that you want to do. Time is still slipping, you're still getting old, and you're just delaying. You really have to think about starting whatever you want to do today, get on, because whatever it is, it's not going to be immediate.